think we do work with a lot of multi-generational farms, and that's a little bit by design because it's part of their culture, it's part of their ethos that they're growing something very special. It is something that makes a huge difference because they care about it. It's their life, as opposed to a large commercial operation where producing the most amount of fruit is what is important to them. That's not what's important here. It's producing the best tasting apple that they can produce.
Your general public, most of them will never experience tree-ripe fruit. Honeycrisp get their best flavor when they're matured fully on the tree. If they're picked early for long-term storage, they just don't have the flavor that you will of a tree-ripe piece of fruit. So it's just that peak of ripeness on a tree. My brother and I, running the farm, we're kind of like two peas in a pod. What I don't know, he knows. What he knows, I don't know, and we kind of help each other out. Every morning, we're here at the same time. We go home the same time. Honeycrisp is grown all over the U.S. The majority of it is grown in Washington State, but they still can't grow nearly to what a Midwest Honeycrisp is. If you don't have the cool nights like Wisconsin and the Midwest has, that brings on the color. Otherwise, you're gonna have really green and flavorless Honeycrisp.
If you've had apples at home that you're trying to keep for a little bit longer, you know how well that they can store if you keep them cool. And yet, because of that, it's something that's really been exploited by large growing operations where they can keep an apple outside of when it's meant to be eaten. They're able to keep it for months and months, up to over a year. And when you go to the grocery store and you see an apple on the shelf in the summer that was grown here, there's one apple harvest. It's in the fall. And so everything's harvested then and then it's stored, and so you get this apple that's mealy and just kind of gross, and that's because it's maybe a year old. One of the important things for us at Tree Ripe is to bring amazing fruit from all over the country, finding the best growers, the best regions, and bringing it to our customers. But our family is from Wisconsin, and we're really proud to be able to offer something from our state. When you have that apple and you just think of how good it is, that's because someone cares that much about what they're doing and how to get to that result.
You are getting something that's been family grown. It's been passed down from generations. We know how to work the land. We do everything to the best of our knowledge and best growing practices to make sure the land is going to be there for hopefully many generations after myself, where it can keep growing the great crops that it's been growing on the land that we run.